Shahrareh Special Free Economic Zone. Shahrareh Special Free Economic Zone is located 40 kilometers south of Iran's capital city of Tehran. This zone has a gross area of about 2,100 hectares, and it will be a great center of trade and industry in the region. The project of Shahrareh Zone is planned by Halcro International, which is a world-class mega planner of free economic zones. This plan will be carried out by Ray Investment Corporation for $1.6 billion, and because of its clever location and planning, it will provide many advantages, including the following: responding to market demands, attracting investment, supporting domestic production, promoting global trade, and environmentally sustainable development. The vision of Shahrareh Zone is to create suitable conditions for businesses with high added value. This vision welcomes global trade by protecting investments, working in a sustainable way. At the same time, Shahrareh Special Free Economic Zone follows 8 main goals: to create an independent and unified special economic zone, to serve different purposes in a continuous way, to create a flexible plan of development that can use opportunities related to market demands, to reach maximum stability, to attract major trading companies, to make an excellent infrastructure of facilities and management, to respect global and environmental responsibilities, and to create long-term and satisfying relationships with customers as well as clients. The location of Shahrareh Zone is strategic because it is very close to many transportation networks. Shahrareh Zone, for example, will have access to the national railway system, to Tehran underground trains network, and to future roads like Garmsar-Qazvin Highway. The most important international airport in Iran is Imam Khomeini Airport, and it is very near to Shahrareh Zone. The capital city, Tehran, is also only 40 kilometers from Shahrareh Zone. This easy access means that specialists for high-tech industries can quickly travel to Shahrareh Zone and away from it. Similarly, financial and other resources can be brought to Shahrareh Zone from domestic or international groups. Shahrareh Zone is linked to an area that is the house of more than half of the industry and commerce in Iran, including provinces of Tehran, Alborz, Markazi, Qom, Qazvin, and Mazandaran. This geographic and political center makes Shahrareh Zone an ideal place to run international commerce from. Iran's main international airport is located only a few kilometers from Shahrareh Zone, making it a very suitable area for establishing international universities and research companies. Such knowledge-based institutions can bring economic growth by making the latest technological and scientific knowledge available to the region. The planners of Shahrareh Zone have included enough residential and recreational space, such as hotels, apartments, and sports centers, to offer service to hundreds of Iranian and foreign technicians, executives, investors, specialists, and others who will stay in the area for short or long terms. office blocks are designed to be placed in the middle and the southeast of the site. These will serve the needs of trading companies, legal institutions, business representatives and industry operatives from Iran, as well as other countries. The presence of pioneering companies and raising the technological capacities of the country requires certain infrastructures. For this purpose, clean energy parks and research facilities are positioned in the western, central, and eastern sections of the plan. An area in the southeastern section of the plan is reserved for pharmaceutical industries to improve the country's capabilities in developing and producing medical drugs and to establish related industries. Iran has a significantly great market for food products. As such, a section in the middle of the site will house a large number of businesses and factories working in food production, processing, packaging, storage, quality control, and distribution. About 73% of the area will be used for logistics and light industries. Considering the main activities of these sections, they're placed closest to the main routes to give the best access to cargo bays, railroads, and other transportation infrastructure. In addition, export processing zones will be set up in this section because one of the most important aims of the project is to increase export by providing cargo processing facilities. As a result, a large number of companies will operate in this section. Another way Shahrareh Zone can offer great service is by supporting domestic industries. Shahrareh will be an ideal location to import and store large quantities of raw material. So it will protect Iranian producers against sudden changes in the price or availability of the raw materials that they need. This service will allow small manufacturers to continue their business. It will also make the country more competitive and the economy more stable. Public buildings and praying houses are planned in the central section. They will be near the homes and sport clubs. Finally, office buildings, clinics, utilities, and other services will be in many places all around the site. The section in the northwest of the site is reserved for future development. Looking at the site for the first time, the viewer may feel that the special location and features of the site are problems for development, but with good management, these will become excellent advantages for access to energy lines, transportation roads, and important business centers. There will be several small entrances and 3 main gates for heavy vehicles and trucks. 2 reasons: security and traffic control, good connection with the outside roads, the internal streets and roads of the site. The utilities like gas, water, and others will be developed in 4 stages according to the infrastructure plans. A sewage or wastewater network with a capacity of 10,000 cubic meters will become operational with 2 pumping stations to treat local sewage. The drinking water needed for various purposes will be supplied from one of 2 sources: the wells in the southeastern section and the channels from Tehran underground reserves, which will be purified, cleaned, and kept in special large tanks. A 20,000 cubic meter reserve with enough pressure will lead to 300 fire emergency hydrants that are positioned all around the site. To provide the electrical power for development, daily and emergency uses, there will be 4 sources: grid stations, primary stations, substations, and a 60 MVA power plant that will work with gas. A pipeline from the main gas line of the country will go to a gas governing station at the center of the site to reduce its pressure before it is sent to different buildings on the site. For telecommunications, there will be 53,000 landlines. Also, a system of fiber optics, GSM towers, and long-distance communication stations will allow voice calls, video conferencing, data circulation, and data storage. The planners would like to save land value and make sure that the investment will have good returns both in a short and long time. For this purpose, the development plan of Shahrar-e Special Free Economic Zone is made in 4 5-year phases. The plan for Shahrar-e Special Free Economic Zone is a great opportunity to improve Iran's position in industry, economy, and international commerce by supporting domestic production and increasing competitiveness. The most important goal is to change this special economic zone into the greatest of its kind, a special economic zone that will be easily able to compete with other similar areas in the world. Finally, excellent management and suitable conditions for investment will guarantee the success and profitability of Shahrar-e Zone, and this way, Shahrar-e Zone will be able to meet the needs of the market and satisfy its investors at the same time. Shahrar-e Special Economic Zone, the bridge between East and West.